Hey Candy, it's arrived. Your USB connector. You want to come get it?
Yeah! It's here! It's here! Yeah! I can charge my phone. Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! I've got to go see Doc. Doc, it's here! Doc, it's here! A USB connection for that! Can you help me to fit it, please? Please! Please! I know you're busy, but can you really help me, please? And then I can charge my phone! Thank you! Have a look! Candy, can you not see? I am busy trying to work out nuclear fusion and how these cows and these bees will help us with nuclear fusion and with all the energy crisis. Hand it over, I'll have a look. Seems simple enough. 2 connections, positive, negative, 12-volt supply. Just 2 screws, maybe too long though, so what you want. Candy, can you ask Daz? Daz may be able to do this. It seems simple enough for him to do. I must finish this work. Daz can finish this. Go ask Daz. Daz! Can you help, please? Doc says he's too busy with nuclear fishes or something. I don't know what nuclear fishes are. Well, can you help fit this to that so I can charge my phone while I'm on holiday, please? Thank you. Can you have a look and do it, please? Thank you. Oh, what is it now, Candy? What is it now? There's always something. Hand it over. I'll have a look. Come on, I'll have a look. Yeah, simple enough. Should be able to do that. Let me get some tools together. Shouldn't take too long. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be in the motorhome in a few minutes.
Right guys, so I've got my tools together. First thing is the part I'm fitting, which is a USB socket. It's got 2 quick charge USB 3 ports on in there and a power delivery port. Should charge up phones quite quickly. However, have to be careful because they can take quite a bit of ampage. These are going to be connected into a lighting circuit underneath here, and that has a maximum of 10 amps. Too many of these running could actually blow that fuse. 2 bite through connectors for the cabling. Those will actually do the connection. That will be done in a moment or two. Phillips screwdriver and a pair of needle nose pliers. I'll show you what they're all for as we're going through the work. Bear with me 5 minutes whilst I just open this door, this cupboard, empty out everything that's in there, and I'll bring you back and I'll show you exactly what we're doing step by step. Speak to you in a bit. Bye now. Okay, so as promised, I've emptied out the cupboard except for a bit of sugar. Move that out of the way. The connection is going to be made within this box here. That actually feeds a light fitting directly below it. So first thing we're going to have to do is remove this box. 2 screws, one at the front here and one at the side. Easily removed, not a problem. Straight up like that. Now you can see on the inside there, straight away, you can see all the wires. Now if we look at these bits here before the connectors, you'll see there's a green and black and there's a white. Now most motorhomes, not all, have a common negative which is white. Now I have tested before on this. I do know that that's a negative, so that will be connected to the negative wire of the USB connector, which is here. So Red is positive, black is negative. So what I now need to do is find a way to get the wires through to here. First things first. So I do also have a multi-tool with me, or more, rather a mini drill, and a drill bit of the right size. Now I can hold this up against, and you'll see once I drill the hole, I'll be able to just about fit both of those wires through the hole. Bear with me while I do that now. I also have, for power, save me plugging in, this thing here, which gives me 240 volts mains power, portable, on a battery, which is solar chargeable. So I'll plug that in there, check that it's working, and fit the drill bit. And what I do need to do is find something to catch any dust that may fall. So bear with me 1 second while I do that. I did have a towel around somewhere, but I think it might have gone into the wash. So what I'll do is I'll just use my hand. First thing I'll do is find out exactly where I've got to drill the hole, and I'll do that the simplest way of holding up the connector against where it's going to sit and see where the holes actually go. Wires actually touch, and that's just about there. So without slipping around too much, there you go, you probably saw the drill bit come through there. Easy peasy lemony squeezy, as we say. Now push the wires through, and they should, not too easily, but quite easily come through the hole. I may have to just drill it a little bit bigger. Right. And there they come. And I put that up against the wall, and it fits exactly where I wanted it to be, so that's absolutely spot on. And I can see when these have delivered, they've got a bit of tinned wire on. I won't be using that. There's absolutely no point in me having that on at all. So I'm going to do the easiest thing and just take that off. Otherwise, it'll stick out of the back of the bike through connector and potentially cause all sorts of problems like shorts or anything like that. Ooh, just pinched my skin there. So that's those two bits off. But that was ready for disposal. Don't want to leave anything lying around, do we? So the next thing to do is quite simple. Bike through connectors. Now these ones which I've bought, I have to admit, quite cheap. So I have to force them open. You shouldn't have to do this. If you get some more expensive ones, it should be okay. I bought these from a rather famous online store, rhymes with dish. And you can see there's actually a bit stuck in there which shouldn't be in there as well. That's where a wire goes through. If that's in there, I won't be able to get the wire through, so I need to force them open and pull that bit out, which I'll use my needle nose pliers for. There we go. Jobs are done. So you see now there's two clear wires, clear holes where I can get through. So I'll start off with a negative, whenever doing connections, I usually start off with a negative, especially in a vehicle. Can help to prevent shorts. So put the negative wire from the USB connector in the new connector and make sure it's in a position where it will get a feed, a reliable feed. And make sure it's not protruding out of the end. So you can now see that the negative is now in that wire, connected to the white wire. It is now ready. If I use these to push this metal tooth down, it will bite into both of those wires, break through the insulation and form a connection, a reliable connection between the two. And just to keep that safe and stop it from shorting, close the lid until it clicks and holds together firmly. That should be done. I say should be because sometimes they don't bite through first time. Now I'm going to repeat that with the red wire, which is the positive. Let me just unplug this so I don't accidentally drill through anything I don't want to drill through. I'll repeat it with the red wire once I find this. So again, I'll need to force this open because I've got to order things from Dish instead of getting them from Belford's or somewhere like that. Again, I have to pull the little bit of red excess moulding out. Put the red in right at the back there, make sure it's beyond the tooth. And again, slide it. Oh, this tooth's just come out. We can put it back in. It's just a slot in there anyway. Just make sure it doesn't come out again. There we go. Try that again. And put the, well, what is connected to the green and black. And normally black indicates a negative, but not in this case. In case of motor frames, it's normally white. Now make sure it's not protruding out the end of the connector. And make sure the through connector is snugly in both both areas. And again, squeeze the tooth down. Make sure that's in the right place. Yep. Didn't move it then. And that should bite through both of those connections. And close the lid. And that's it. That's now fitted. The only thing left to do is to actually firmly fit it. Now I've forgotten what I was going to get. Some sticky pads. Those are in the house, so I'll have to go and get some of those. And I'm doing that rather than screwing in because you can see from the length of that screw, the actual wood here is not that thick. If I was to use the screws which came with it, it would just go through the actual base there. Next thing to do is just to test it. So we'll flick on the power. And bear with me. Trust me, we've got connection. I will take you down there now, traveller. Bear with. Excuse me moving you around. Oh. Right, let me know when you're connected up again. Right. So, you can see there's the part. If I now press the power switch, it'll light up nice and blue. If I flick this light switch here, the light still works as well. So we now have 12 volt supply direct to that USB connector. Bear with me, I'll be back when I've got the sticky pads. So sorry guys, don't know what happened to the sound at the end of that video there. But all I was doing was showing you where the sticky pad was, how I was going to connect it, and how to put the box back on. Simple enough. There was a gap at the back already for the wire to go through, so I didn't have to cut any parts out. So no, easy enough. Couple of screws back in, holes back in, make sure it's nice and tight, job done. So guys, all I can say is if you did like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and any comments, nice ones only, then I will get back to you, and appreciate any feedback, and speak to you again soon, next time on Dog in the Motorhome. See you later now. Bye bye.